Hi everyone and welcome back. Welcome to my another brand new playlist which is going to talk about GraphQL and all about GraphQL ecosystem, GraphQL in the context of Node.js and with the different providers, like we are going to talk about the Prisma, Apollo, Yoga and all these different GraphQL clients and server. Okay, so what is the primary agenda of this particular playlist? We are going to talk about Apollo, Prisma, Yoga, and different GraphQL frameworks which are available in JavaScript world. Okay, so our primary focus will be on these different sections. Okay, if we talk about what all we are going to talk about is, first we will try to understand the GraphQL. I already have created few playlists. If you want to have a look how GraphQL works, I have covered GraphQL with Apollo, GraphQL with the basic Express application. Like there is Express GraphQL, or if you want to implement it with the Apollo, then there is Apollo GraphQL server, or there is a Yoga is another library using which also you can create a GraphQL server. So there are many ways. So first of all, we will try to understand GraphQL schema, queries, mutations, subscriptions without any kind of database. Like with a simple JSON we are going to play with. Then we will understand how to write a query, mutation and subscription. That will give us the simple insights about the type, schema definitions and all. Once that is done, we are going to have an integration with the database. Like mutations and query will fetch the data from the database, mutations will mutate the data, mutate the database state, like update, delete, insert, all these things. Then it's all about all different libraries we are going to cover, which is like Neo4j GraphQL, RQL, GQL, we have Apollo server, Apollo GraphQL server, GraphQL, type GraphQL is another library which is heavily on the TypeScript side of writing a GraphQL server in TypeScript. Then there is a Yoga, which is another library to create a GraphQL server, where you are just providing the schema files and just creating these mutations and queries. Okay, so we'll talk about GraphQL authorization, GraphQL API pagination, how GraphQL can connect with the Prisma, and Prisma is like a ORM layer, can do the insert, update, delete in the database. So your database entities can be as simple as a simple CRUD operation or as complex as simple shopping cart application we can build. We have the product, we have the cart, we have the user. These kind of relationship we can maintain, and we can choose one of the ORM, typeorm, sequelize, Prisma or Knex as a query builder. If you don't want to use a heavy ORM, we can use Knex. So all these things I'm going to cover in the playlist. So I'm already covering another playlist which is talking about ORM, or entity object relational mapping, right? And there are multiple libraries: sequelize, typeorm, and Knex, ORM2, and another is a Prisma, right? So if you are going through that playlist, that will also help you, and through this playlist you will also understand how to expose the data through the GraphQL queries and mutation, because that ORM playlist is talking about how to fetch the data from different database using different ORM, and that is purely REST. The only difference is here we are going to talk about GraphQL. So only the difference is there I will be talking about REST, here I will be talking about GraphQL. So GraphQL, here we will be mainly focused on the query, mutation and subscription, how to actually hit it from the postman, how to expose the query and mutation. There we are going to talk about the basic REST APIs, which is going to do the complex calculation of the data with the help of the typeorm, or maybe with the simple MySQL Postgres query you are going to hit to the database. Okay, so this is my main focus for these two different playlists. One which is talking about the ORMs in the data in the Node.js, because people are familiar with the different ORM, they have a different perception. So we will also do a relative comparison where to go. Okay, I just wanted to write a simple CRUD. Why you need a ORM? You can write a simple SQL queries. Okay, but when you wanted to manage the migration seeders, let's use ORM for that. But rest you can write a SQL query, or you can use this Knex as a query builder if you don't wanted to write a plain SQL queries. Okay, because this is lightweight, this is not creating wrapper classes. Like Knex is a query builder, simple query builder, but you want a type ORM for the relationship management, one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many. you don't want it to write any query builder thing and all, then you can use typeorm. Still you have to use some utility methods to do the join, to do the select and all these queries with the help of typeorm also, because typeorm is just a custom wrapper. But when you need to write the complex queries, complex join, one to one, one to many, many to many, you still have to figure out how to fetch the data from multiple tables. Similarly, sequelize is a popular one. Typeorm is popular with the TypeScript. Prisma is something which is totally new. Knex is very popular for the query builder. Okay, and so there is a lot of things going on with the GraphQL and REST API. So my both playlist will give you a lot of insights, and I will be providing the GitHub link where I will be talking about, okay, this is a project, GraphQL with the Yoga, with the Postgres, Graphql-Yoga, or maybe Apollo server with the MySQL and typeorm. Okay, there may be a number of permutation combinations. Okay, let's get started. Thanks everyone.